What's poppin', YouTube fam? We are officially 6 weeks out. I know you're gonna think I'm crazy for what I'm getting ready to say. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the vlog. It's your girl Brit, Inez, fitness coach, wellness athlete, content creator, and we are back with another episode. Right now, it is Wednesday, July 17th. I am 44 days out from North Americans, and y'all, I am super excited to announce that I am officially a sponsored athlete by Renew Wellness. You guys have heard me talk about them multiple times in this series, and it's just been such an amazing week already. The energy is high. We back shining bright. We in here on and popping. You hear me? So things are just really falling into place for this show. I could not be more excited. I already have my glam booked, so that's been decided on. I already got my flight there. Got one Airbnb, might change it depending on what we end up finding out happening together. But yeah, everything's just really falling into place. And okay, so side note, not bodybuilding related, but I know ass cheeks can appreciate this. Big Brother starts today. I'm a huge Big Brother fan. I have been watching it for over, 15 years now. And I'm gonna have some good content to watch for cardio. Right now, we haven't made any changes, in case y'all are wondering, because I shared last vlog that we got to get leaner. And we're doing that. So I was talking with my coach on okay, anything got to change up. And right now, everything is still the same. I am still doing an hour, 50 minutes of cardio. My food hasn't changed. I'm still at 2 carb meals a day right now. And I told y'all, being fucking around with posing, I have a posing coach now, you guys. I am super excited. I am working with Amy Lee. I worked with her a few years ago when I was getting ready for, what shows did I do that year? It was 2022. I did San Antonio Classic, and then I did Masters USA's, and I was working for her that season after the Classic, I believe. So I'm excited. She is relatively local-ish in Houston, so might be seeing some trips out there to go see her in person. But you guys, I am just really excited to just work on all the feedback and all the changes and just everything. I was talking to one of my gym buddies, you know, you go in there, so I'm used to the regulars. He was like, man, you seem like you bounce back fast. I'm like, what's the point of staying down? There's nothing in that space that's gonna serve me. So we back. Hi. Hello. 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 This is the best part about coming home. Hey. Hey, I missed you back. Oh, I think he got my lipstick on his head. I kissed him earlier. All right, y'all, get into the meal. This is a new one into the mix. So basically what ended up happening was my hunger levels were going through the fucking roof. And I was just like, listen, we got to swap this peanut butter out, because when I started wanting to go back and have spoons that I shouldn't be having, I'm like, this got to go. So we swapped it for avocado. So kind of new-ish favorite meal. Egg whites, rice cake, cucumbers, avocado. I think part of me, it's gonna sound crazy, but I think part of me is in denial that I'm in prep still. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, I should have all this energy. And my body composition is free. Why'd you think that? So it has just been me settling into the fact that, we're gonna have these moments of fatigue and brain fog. So my bedtime has been adjusted, and I am focusing on going to bed even earlier, just because, y'all, I shared with you guys a few episodes ago, it was probably a couple months ago now, I've been waking up between 3:30 and 4. My body is just awake, And that's here to stay. Like it's some mornings I can sleep to about 5:30, but for the most part, I am up by 4. So I'm starting to shut down around like 7:38, really. So I'm in bed by 9, no later than that. And that way we are rested, we are recovered, and all that good fun stuff. So Coach was really pleased today with check-ins. He's like, you're looking great. Just really good feedback. So at 2 carb meals, I now have a higher carb day back into the mix. So if you guys knew before, I was getting ready for Universe. We had 1 day of higher carbs. So I'm going to start that this week. So 1 day this week, I'll have carbs with all 5 of my meals instead of just with 2. It'll probably be, today's Thursday, probably Friday or Saturday. I'll figure it out. So I'm going to enjoy this time with my baby, out walking, getting some steps in, and talk to y'all tomorrow. What's poppin', YouTube fam? We are officially 6 weeks out. It is July 19th. I am right now getting ready to go to a Trail of Champions Friday Flow event. You guys saw another one I went to before Universe, and this is the first one since then. So it's growing. We have more people in the community coming out to see us, support us. So if you are in San Antonio, Austin, Houston, you're looking for bodybuilding, like-minded people to connect with, come join us Friday nights. We do it once a month right now. And we just get together and everyone does their own thing, practice posing. You meet other people that you normally probably wouldn't see. And that's what we do. So y'all, I'm getting ready for that. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold you. Sis is tired. I'm tired. Y'all heard me say last night that I am working on going to bed earlier, which means I am stopping my caffeine intake earlier in the day. Y'all know normally I'll be having my coffee on demand when I want it, okay? And discipline goes a long way, you know. So I'm doing this new thing where a couple things I started to doing today. One, I started tracking my actual caffeine intake. Full transparency, y'all know I'll keep it a buck with you. Y'all, my eyes been twitching. My eyes been twitching for months. I just said fuck it. I literally said fuck it because I need to get through the day. But I know I don't want my adrenals to just go all over the place. So we working on it, y'all. So I am limiting myself to a certain amount of caffeine a day. I can't remember the amount that I've had today so far. It's under 600 milligrams. I know that for a fact. But I stopped drinking caffeine at 3. It is now 6:30. I want to go sleep in my bedroom over there. Oh, that bed looking so nice right now. It's looking so nice right now, y'all. But I'm committed to doing this because I want to sleep better. I want to sleep longer. This morning, y'all, I slept in until 7:30. I don't remember the last time I slept in until 7:30. You guys have been hearing me say I'm getting up at 3. I'm getting up at 4:30. And I do take stuff at night like melatonin, magnesium, stuff to help with like digestive support too. So I'm gonna see how this does. Like this is the first time I think really all the prep that I have like been super intentional about my caffeine intake timing. And I'm just gonna see how this does. So if I do this and I start to see that I'm sleeping past 3 to 4 o'clock, we might have to stick with it, y'all. So we gonna see how this go. Also, I had a question come in that I want to feature here, and it really is so timely because I have been having issues with hunger, like even more. And I want to be able to get into all of it, but I don't want it to be rushed. So what I'm going to do is probably do another little, we're gonna have a little coffee chit chat in the morning, and I'm gonna answer this question. That's a good one, and I want to make sure I'm giving you guys like the things that I am doing and I'm not just rushing because I got somewhere to be. So, but before I bounce out, okay, listen, this lippy combo. We got, this is one of the crayons, Stay Exceptional. I'm just gonna focus or not. And then we got from Fenty, Miss Riri. It literally is called Riri. And y'all, I'll open this shade up. This is one of the ones I got when I got back from Universe. And this crayon and this lippy combo, I think it's gonna be like my new kind of like go-to, and I just want like a, not a pinkish, But I'm off with a little razzle dazzle to it. She just got some sparkle in it. All right, y'all, I gotta go for I'm late. Good YouTube fam. It is Saturday, July 20th. Y'all listen, the way I slept in this morning, it wasn't no us sitting down having coffee together. You hear me? I slept in until 8 o'clock. I felt amazing. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, it's here to stay. Caffeine tracking here to stay. She can stay. She can sit. She can sit with us. So a few things. I am right now on my way to go see Dawn with Renew Wellness. I started doing these treatments to help with, I have loose skin on my butt, you guys. I've shared that in this vlog. And there are treatments out there that can help with that and also help with like fullness in that area too. So y'all already know we trying to pull out all the stops we can get. So I'm really excited. I'm going to share more about it after I've had 4 of them, because that's when you typically start seeing results. But you guys, I just had the best little pep talk from my mom. Basically, I was telling my mom this morning, I was like, I don't want to feel like I've come this far and like I'm a failure and I'm defeated because I'm having diet fatigue. Like, I shouldn't be feeling like this. And she was just like, you know what? You need to learn how to give yourself more grace. Like, you have to do that. She was like, it doesn't diminish you to do that and admit that. And that's been something, honestly, y'all. My mom has been telling me that. My besties have been telling me that. I've been having so many people close to me who love me tell me that. I know that to me is like the message of the season, right? So I'm working on it, y'all. I have been catching up with the girlies that are competing at Masters Nationals. Win, amazing job, boo. I got you on prejudging. Casey is out there doing her thing too. So I'm just excited to see finals tonight.
Hey, I'm Dawn. I'm the nurse practitioner with Renew Wellness and Aesthetics. We're here in San Antonio area, just doing an EmSlim treatment here with Miss Brit.
And I can put it on you too. You can touch them, it's not going to hurt you. And you actually have power buttons here. If you wanted to turn it off to reposition it, you could.
All right, y'all, back home from Renew. Next project of the day. I purchased this on Amazon Prime. This is a mobile standing desk. I'll post like a picture like somewhere here on how it's gonna look. But so the vision is, so showing y'all behind the scenes. I typically, like when I'm on my walking pad, I wanna have like some kind of beverage or something like next to me. So I've been using my little bar stool that I sit on when I do my makeup, but that's just not a permanent solution. Plus I don't wanna just have stuff there. So the idea is a little desk. I'll be able to roll it right over here. And then I'll be able to even get some work done, knock this out. So I am super excited about this space. Desk, you guys. I love how this came out. This fits perfectly in the space. Like I was sharing, I didn't want anything that was going to be too big because this is like a really narrow space right along in here, and it moves its own wheels. I can raise this up, or I can also lower it. Again, this was on Amazon, and this is exactly what I wanted for this space. So this is gonna really help out a lot with just being able to get more of my steps in, getting more work in, work-life balance. You already know we about working smart, okay? Not necessarily harder. And yeah, I'm excited about this. So I will link the link to all of this stuff, the desk, the walking pad, in the description box below. 39 days out. Let's see if the focus is gonna focus so y'all can see. I know you're gonna think I'm crazy for what I'm getting ready to say or admit or say I want to put myself through. But let me just first say this. I feel like you gotta be a little nuts to do this anyway, okay? Something up there somewhere, the stuff that we do, like this is just, let's just embrace that. Let's just start there, okay? So you listen, y'all, I have been telling you guys that I have been struggling with these cravings. These hunger levels have been kicking my ass, you hear me? And I tested something out yesterday just to see, like, okay, what's this gonna do for us? So I think if you guys are new here, you don't know this, but if you've been around for this series, you already know. After I finished the Adela and we rolled on into Universe, I had to come in leaner. So we did no carb. And what I mean by no carb is no starches, like no starches, no rice, no nothing. I don't count veggies as carbs. But yeah, that was basically, if you want to count veggies, that was my only carb source for basically the entire time, up until peak week of Universe. So y'all can do the math on that. And then we reintroduced them during peak week just simply because my body I was just getting extremely low blood sugar. And it was just putting me in a really bad spot to where I couldn't function. I'm like, I can't even like pack up to get on this plane. So a little backstory there. But I will say this, during that time, we weren't having days where I was able to have higher carb days. Like it was literally just no carb, like rinse and repeat every single day. So I think that's a big part of the reason why I was having such big drops in my blood sugar. But anyway, okay, backstory complete. I did notice that during that time that I was carbless, let's just call it what it is, I didn't have cravings. I did not have cravings like that. Like I just did not. And I mean, yeah, I was, hungry, but it wasn't any more difference in hunger levels than what you would expect to be during prep. Because if you in prep, you ain't hungry, I don't know what your metabolism is doing. Okay. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that life is like. But I know some of you guys out there have amazing metabolism and you can eat and all that and you're not, but I wasn't blessed with that. That wasn't my path. Anyway, I was just like yesterday, I'm like, you know what? Let me just see what happens if I just don't eat carbs today. Like, let's just see what's gonna happen. Am I gonna have these crazy, intense cravings like I have been having towards the end of the day, towards the end of the night? Like, let's just find out. So yesterday I did carbless, and y'all, I wasn't starving. I didn't have crazy cravings at night. I wasn't sitting here after I ate my last meal like, Dad, I want to eat another fill in the blank with whatever, however many meals, right? I did not have any of that. None of that happened. I went to bed, got up this morning, everything was good, it's tighter. So I'm gonna ask my coach when I check in today, hey, can we go back? Can we go back? Because I mean, at this point of the game, right, 39 days, you can do anything for 39 days. What I don't want to do for 39 days is have to try and fight myself every single night to stay on track because these cravings and hunger is kicking my ass. Like I don't want to do that for the next 39 days. So if I can do carbless, which I know I can, and be able to have that one higher carb day like we have in the mix, like he just started, y'all, we gonna be in there. So I'm getting ready right now to go hit legs. And then I have cardio to do later on, but y'all listen out. I got my little walking desk pad set up. I got my art trainer here. I ain't worried about it. I get to it. What I don't want to do is in this vlog and not talk about this question that I received because it has been so timely and hidden like this Mango Tango Celsius is this morning. New flavor that came in that I got this weekend, and this was so good. When it comes to hunger and dieting, there's really no way around not feeling hungry. So I think a lot of people expect when you're dieting, even if you're not just dieting to compete to stuff on stage, just when you're dieting in general, I feel like a lot of people, and I have to have this conversation with my go-getters, because a lot of my training clients are lifestyle clients, okay? 98% of my clients are lifestyle clients, not competitors. And you have to kind of be okay with understanding that when you diet, you're going to be in a caloric deficit. That means you're going to be hungry. So being hungry is part of it. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it sucks. I get it. But that's just kind of part of it, right? So, but there are some things that you can do to help. And trust me, I've been pulling out all the stops to help with these things. I'm not saying you have to go carbless like I am. Okay, I am not in the category of your everyday person trying to lose weight. And you have actually have been seeing me do a lot of these things, especially in this episode. I feel like I've shown you guys a lot of it. I just haven't announced that, hey, I'm doing this because I'm hungry, right? Type deal. So the first thing is this: removing your triggers. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be real about yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, what are the things that you know you're having a tough time controlling? What are the things that you know when you do feel like, oh, I want to cheat, or I want to have this or that? What are those things? Because once you understand like what those triggers are, like those trigger foods, those foods that you have issues with portion control, those foods that you are just like, let me go ahead and add, that was so good. Let me add a little bit more of this. You know what? Let me go get a handful of those. Let me get a spoonful of that. Whatever that is, you need to kind of know what that is. And then get rid of it. Either swap it out, or twofold. Get rid of it. I highly recommend getting rid of it. Now, I know some of you guys have littles in the house. You don't live by yourself, so there's other people eating in the house. You're just like, I can't just throw away everyone's food. Okay, cool, great. Well, if that is you, then you need to find something that you can swap that food out with. So you guys just saw me say, I'm a peanut butter girl. I know my truth. So I swap peanut butter for avocado because I know I'm not gonna crave avocado like I crave peanut butter, right? So you need to find things that you can swap out with, or remove those trigger foods completely. If it's not there, you ain't gotta worry about eating it. I had this conversation with my go-getter. She was just like, well, I just keep eating this chocolate. I'm like, okay, stop buying the chocolate. She was like, oh, I'm like, oh, yeah. So anyway, first step. And it's coming up with a list. I always tell people, come up with a list of 10 other things you can do. 10 other things you can do other than eating. And if it's outdoors, even better. If it's out of the kitchen, even better. Because a lot of times, right, you just need a distraction until it's time for you to eat again, until it's time for your next meal, or time for your next meal, snack, however you count your stuff that you do, eat. And that list should be things that you actually enjoy doing. It shouldn't be something like you hate doing. Like if you hate organizing clothes, it shouldn't be like, oh, well, I guess I can organize my closet. Like if you hate doing that, no. It should be something you look forward to doing. Like, I love to edit these vlogs. This is something I love to do. I like going on long walks with Mowgli. Things like that. So like making that list of other things you can do other than eating. So when you are having those moments, you can be like, okay, you know what? Let me go do something else. Because a lot of times you just need something to take you out of thinking about food. Take you out of thinking about whatever it is that you are craving at that time, right? And that list should be updated regularly. That list should be kept somewhere prominently, because the last thing you want to do is make this list. It's like, I made the list. I'm like, okay, well, did you use it? No. So put it somewhere where you're going to see it, right? Y'all know I got Post-it notes and all this kind of stuff ever. Put it somewhere prominent where you're going to see it. It's going to help. And it can help just give you something else to do, okay? Diet sodas, diet beverages, 0-calorie stuff, especially things that are carbonated. One, I like those because they can help you just feel like the carbonation can help you feel a little bit more satisfied, can kind of curb that that hunger inkling that's there. But two, it can also help curb your sweet tooth as well. So if you have a sweet tooth, then I will highly recommend those. Now I'm not saying, don't you go and say, well, Brit said I can drink 6 Coke Zeros a day to help out my hunger. I did not say that. I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is when used in moderation, like everything, they can definitely help. So I am on I do put myself on a diet soda budget when they're allowed. And right now they are back in the mix, y'all, so I'm happy about that. So 1 a day is my budget. So I tend to save that though for when I know my hunger is going to be like talking to me the most. So I do not drink it during the day. I drink my diet sodas at night. I actually drink it with my last meal. Like when I'm having my last meal, and I can have them, that's when I drink it, because I know that's going to help me feel more satisfied, and I know that's going to help me not feel like I'm starving going to bed. So you want to be strategic about how you're using it, so that way you can really utilize it when you are really feeling like you're going to need it the absolute most. So volume foods are also super helpful for this too. So things like shredded lettuce, things like salads, those kind of things that are going to take you longer to eat can also help you feel more satisfied, right, when you're dieting. So there are a lot of like tips and tricks here. If you guys have more questions or you want me to go into this in more detail, let me know. All right, y'all, quick little grocery haul from some revisions that happened since I talked to Coach. So some of the stuff I would already buy. I shared with you guys, I swapped out peanut butter for avocados, and I found a way to keep the avocados fresh. So I think I was talking to my mom, and she was saying if you put the avocados in something, cover them with water, cover this up, put them in, and they'll last. And they definitely did. So got that going. Asparagus, I have been working this in since Universe. I think before you guys saw me only eating cucumbers, but I am eating more asparagus and cucumbers these days for the love, because y'all know the love is real. Egg whites, nothing to see there. Nothing to see there. I did get a little bit, well, not a little bit. I got a bottle of this to put on just for the next 2 weeks, really, because he's going to be cut here soon. Salted caramel, zero sugar, zero everything. And some of this stuff, be careful because it has sugar in it. This does not. Tilapia, nothing to see there. Some thawing out because we're going to make that here after cardio. Ooh, and this didn't come from the store, but I've been seeing them floating around. Casey swears by them, so I was like, all right, let's just see what they're about. So I ordered abs and buns still. I'm actually, since I'm going to do another hour cardio here in a bit, I'm going to put this on and get on, and then I'll update you guys on check-ins and how that went. All right, y'all, so check-ins, her back and coach. See, this is why it's always so important to talk to your coach. But first of all, before we get into all that, y'all, listen, I love this setup. You just don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we spent this time over the weekend. This just allows me to get done through so many more things in the day, and also allows me to tap into the brain energy that I have before she starts to fade, y'all, because you already know what that life is like. All right, his first line, he replied back, "We're growing." Listen. It was a text that just ear to ear smile. So he is really pleased with how things are going. The plan is to grow through the rest of these next five-ish or so weeks while slowly getting leaner, and we are on track for that. And I just asked him, y'all, I was like, listen, can we go back to what we were doing before with the no carb days and the 1 day a higher carb? And he was fully on board. He was like, carbs make you hungry and crave more carbs. So he was cool with that. I got a little bit of a fat increase too, which is good. So y'all already saw in the grocery haul, I have more avocados. So happy. I just said what was going on, right? And I think taking myself out of just being a contest prep, I don't care what kind of coach you work with, it could be a coach for lifestyle. You need to be able to communicate with them how you're feeling. If you're struggling with something, they need to know. Like coaches, we can only help if you tell us what the hell's going on, okay? We're good. We ain't got no crystal ball to tell us what's up. So if you have been working with a coach and not being honest with them, open with them, please do, okay? Because the more they know, the more they can help. So y'all, on that note, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog, because coming up next week, coming into the next week, I got a lot of fun stuff planned. I told you guys I started working with Amy Lee for posing, so we have a few more posing sessions this week, and then I am heading on the road with the Bestie B on Sunday to Houston to see her in person. So we got some good stuff coming up on this next one, y'all. So listen, If you have been rocking with me on this journey since day one, I appreciate you so much. If you are newer to me, welcome. If you enjoy anything I share with you in this video today, or anything at all, let me know in the comments below. Anything you want me to chat about, we'll cover. You guys see I feature questions and all of these vlogs that I do, because I want y'all to really get something from it too. Don't be shy in the comments. Drop that down too. And last but not least, thank you to everyone who has subscribed since the last vlog, y'all. We hit 1,700, so we're growing. I got a huge giveaway going when we hit 2K, so let's make that happen. All right, y'all. Until the next one, peace. Y'all, I'm back. I couldn't close the vlog out. You know why? Because I had to give you an update on these glutes, though. So listen, so you guys know I had my EmSlim treatment on Saturday. It's now Tuesday. I trained legs yesterday. Babe, listen. So I'm going to be sharing more about the EmSlim treatment as this vlog goes on. But I just want to let you guys know, I 1000% feel my glutes. Like, I would notice in my leg day yesterday morning, I could not lift as heavy as I normally do. Not to say I lift so great these days anyway. My glutes were fatiguing. I could definitely tell that they had been worked and they were full, okay? Also, when I checked in with Shane yesterday, he noted that I looked significantly fuller in that area. So y'all, I am super excited to share more about this treatment. If you guys have questions about it in particular, please comment down below. I'm gonna be featuring them all in this vlog. Okay, for real. Now I'm out. Peace.